Hello, it is 64 degrees. It's 9:31. I'm actually on time again. Yay. You all, I was recording the moon. And of course, somebody has to come out. They don't come out all freaking day long. The moment they see me outside, oh, gotta come out. She's recording the moon, gotta come out. I'm like, really, lady? Sir, madam, whatever. But I got the moon while it was peeking through the trees. Look how beautiful it looks. Can y'all see it? I'm trying not to like run into anything. Earlier, let me put it back. There you go. Earlier, okay, moon, don't run into the fence while looking at the moon. Earlier I recorded the birds that I saw. I don't think I uploaded it. I don't think I wanted to. I don't know if I should or not. I don't know. But hold on, you know, I'm trying to get situated here. It's too loud. Okay, so I want to talk about something serious. I recorded last night. Oh, you could have gone. I recorded last night and I haven't uploaded that one yet, so I'll probably upload it and I'll name it about last night or last night. I was doing like a quick catch up type of thing, but whenever I do those quick, ooh, there was an accident. Whenever I do those quick catch up things, I end up going like 40 minutes. I'm like, how in the world is that possible, you know? Let me get some water, you all, because my throat is so dry. Every time I start recording, it's always after I brush my teeth, and then my throat is dry, my mouth is dry, and I have trouble speaking. I slur my words and stuff. But anyhow, so I wanted to talk about something serious. And I would ask you all for your input, but nobody ever comments on my videos. So I just finally just turned them off because I'm like, why am I going to leave them on if nobody ever comments? I don't ever get any feedback, even though I ask you all for feedback. Sure, go ahead and get in front of me. Don't even put your blinker on. Anyhow, but now hear me out. Hear me out, please. Are there some people that are addicted to abuse because they like the attention that they're getting? I know that's annoying, the turn signal. It'll go away in a minute once I turn. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of like Munchausen, how do you say that word? Munchausen house syndrome, right? By proxy, whatever. Munchausen house by proxy. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong or saying it wrong. I'm trying to drive and think at the same time. And moon apparently can only do one or the other. When a parent purposely, makes their child sick for attention, do you think it's possible that there are people that do that seek abusive relationships for attention? Let me just tell you now who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a family member that I've always had disagreements with. because she doesn't like to be, or rather, she doesn't like to have the truth spoken to her. And it's weird because she's also narcissistic, gaslighter, and she loves to be like having the sympathy towards her. Every relationship that she has had has been toxic, right? I've mentioned this before, where she can't seem to lay off like Plenty of Fish. I wanted to make sure my doors are locked. Plenty of Fish, or Christian Mingle, whatever other apps there is, right? She can't seem to lay off of those apps. And every guy that she has met on those apps, she immediately moves in with him. She just met him, a month or two go by, and boom, they're shacked up. And I'm like, what? And they all come out to be abusive relationships. You would think that after the third person that she was with, the fourth person, the fifth person that she's been with that has been abusive towards her, allegedly, let's say allegedly, because no police reports have ever been filed. So allegedly, the fifth person, whatever, however many numbers there is, that have been abusive towards her, you would think she would already pick up on the signs. You would think she would proceed with caution in any new relationship. You would think that if she's already living on her own, she would just keep her own place and not be so quick to move in with this other person, no matter how good the deal sounds. Now look, I don't know why I'm yelling, I'm sorry, but one problem that I've seen with her, or one pattern, let's say it like that, one pattern that I've seen with her is she does not like to pay rent. Even though she can afford to pay rent, she does not like to pay rent. She did not move out of her mother's house until she was 50. She is now 56. She'll be 57 this year. So she's only been out of her mother's house for 6 years. In those 6 years, she rented only one apartment, and that was with her disabled son, and she would use his check to help pay for the rent, which I find wrong. Her son has a disability, and it's Asperger's. So he's still able to, he was going to college, he had a job, so he was doing both things. So he's not totally disabled, but she was still getting help for him, right? However, she would manipulate and gaslight her son so much, you know, to the point where, you know, oh, let's go out to eat, but you're paying, type of thing. Just so she wouldn't spend her own money, because she already had plans with her own money. Okay? She was so used to going out to eat, going to the salons to get her hair done every month. Her hair would be colored and cut every month without fail. because she had the help of her son. Now, as soon as opportunity came up to where she met someone and, hey, come live over here, you know, you would only have to pay like half and half. Well, yeah, you know, instead of paying the whole thing, yeah, like that's, can't afford the whole thing, then I can't afford to go get my hair done and go shopping and go get Victoria's Secrets, because she had like all of the Victoria's Secret stuff, you know. So one of those relationships where she met this guy who was living here, I'm not too sure if she met him on Facebook or an app, one of those dating apps. But anyhow, he ended up moving to Arizona. And for some reason, my cousin's always been obsessed with moving out of town, being out of town. I guess it was a way for her to have a more interesting life, more interesting conversation with coworkers. You know, like, hey, I'm going out of town. I'm going to go visit my boyfriend. Oh, where are you going? Arizona. You know? And I've noticed that other pattern number 2 right there. Okay? So she had a job with the school district, with our school district here in town for over 10 years. This guy that moved to Arizona told her, hey, why don't you come up here and visit me a couple of times? Let's see how we hit it off. So she would fly over there, spend some time with him, come back. And she was going back and forth, not even a year. Next thing you know, I'm moving to Arizona. What? Yeah, I'm going to move with Arizona. And mind you, that's another thing she does. Pattern number 3. These boyfriends that she has, she names them by the state that she met them in. See the pattern? See the pattern? So she moves to Arizona. 6 months later, she's already calling me crying that she wants to come back. This guy is being abusive to her. So is his mother. His sister's kids are eating all her food that she buys. She can't have any food in the house because they'll eat it all. I'm not sure exactly what she was thinking, but these are her complaints. So she moves back. She had her brother meet her halfway with all of her stuff. She didn't have any furniture or anything like that. It was just mainly her clothes. And help her drive from Arizona all the way back to our town here in South Texas. There's a kitty. Oh, where's... Look, there it goes. See it? Oh, it already went back there. I hope I caught it. I love kitties. So anyhow, she moves back here. Of course, she no longer has a job with the school district. And she thought she was just going to be able to come back and go back to the school district and be like, hey, I'm back. And you know what they told her? They're like, okay, good for you. You'll have to apply. But I was here for over 10 years. Yeah, but you left, so you'll have to reapply. So she reapplied, and guess what? We'll call you, don't call us. Well, they never called. Now, she's convinced in her head that she went through a hard time, okay? And she gives you this sad story on where like, oh, and I didn't know how I was going to make it. I didn't know if I was going to have to live out of my car. All BS. Because she went back to live with her mom and her brother in her mom's house. Her mom asked her, hey, you're going to have to help me with the bills around here. Since you're back here, hey, You're another mouth to feed. You're just going to have to help me with rent and food and everything. Da, 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 da. You know, listing everything, right? Well, guess what she says? Well, if my brother doesn't have to pay rent or help out, why do I? See pattern? Another pattern right there. Number 4. Now, this girl also had a boyfriend in Colorado, Mr. Colorado, okay? She would go over there and visit. Things didn't work out, so she didn't move over there. However, she was very close in moving over there. It's always, she named another guy toxic. The last guy that she was with, she named him toxic. I finally asked her, what is his name? You know, like, I understand you like to put states and names to these people that you date, but what, I would like a real name for once. His name was Freddie. Apparently he was toxic too. But do you see the other pattern here? Everybody in her life, she says they're toxic. Yet there's one common denominator. Her. The relationship that she is in now, she finally came clean with me yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. And she was telling me how happy she was, how excited she was that her boss called her over to his office after work. Mind you, the wife works there too. But my cousin likes to add on to the story, kind of make it seem mysterious and Lifetime Movie Network type of deal, you know. He calls her over to his office and he starts talking to her like, hey, you know, this relationship you're in, you really need help, you know, this can't be going on, you know, this is really bad for you and I'm really concerned about you, you know, he's a big guy, you're a tiny person. And she emphasizes on tiny person because she literally starves herself so she can remain the size that she is, so that people can tell her, oh my goodness, you're so petite, oh, you look like a child, oh, to be your size. Okay, another pattern. And so she's telling me how excited she was. She's like, and these were her exact words. So my boss called me into his office and he had a heart-to-heart with me. Aww. And I'm listening to her like, what? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You know, this is what's going on in my mind. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? So she starts telling me about the conversation that he had with her about her and her boyfriend, how concerned he is about her, and da-da-da-da. And I said, cousin, this is nothing new. This is something I've told you. This is something your brother has told you. Your friend has told you. You know, her friend, she had a best friend that she lost because her best friend finally was like, you know what? She called her out and said, this is a pattern with you, and I'm just not going to deal with this. You already know what to do, and for some reason, you're not doing it. Her friend picked up on it right away, you know. So did I, but I guess I've never wanted to confront her about it, and I still haven't. I probably won't, but I think I'm going to protect myself now from her side of being toxic. Because I don't know how it's possible for her to be a victim, narcissistic, and toxic all at the same time. You know, I don't know, but it's possible with her. So she's telling me all this. And, you know, we have a really long conversation too until she got home, right? And then, you know, we hung up and everything. And then I started thinking today about the conversation again, because I have a habit of doing that where I will replay conversations in my head in case I miss something or there's something that I want to follow up with, I'm just weird that way. Don't judge. And I was like, hey, wait a minute. She's reading that conversation with her boss one way, and I'm seeing it two ways. One, I do feel that her boss is genuinely, why can't I say that word now? Genuinely, thank you, concerned about her. I really do. I mean, she's another human being, and he works with her, and he's seen the bruises on her arms, or wherever she said these bruises are, And she's seen him. Apparently, he's seen her boyfriend as well, that he knows that he's a big guy. However, that's all she saw, and she cut it right there. Like, oh, that somebody cares about me. Somebody's giving me validation, even though we all have. I saw another side as well. A side that she's not going to see and she'll refuse to see. But I saw a side of her boss saying, I can't have this here every day with you. Like, I care about you. You're my employee. You're a good employee. But you're out at least once or twice a week. You have to either leave early or not come in at all because of your boyfriend, and saying that you have to take him to the doctor because of his medical issues. Bottom line is this going to continue to affect your work performance? Because I need somebody that I can rely on. That is what I heard in a subtle way from the conversation. All she heard was, my boss loves me. He cares about me. So when I'm asking about, is it possible to be addicted to attention so much that you're willing to put yourself through any situation? That's what I mean. She knows that she has her mother's house to fall back on as a resource. But yet, she refuses to go. And before you all say, like, well, Moon, maybe she's, like, really in love with this guy. That's why, she can't leave him and it's hard for her to leave. Baloney. Because she's never said that she's in love with him. She's always said, I care about him. I care about what's going to happen to him if I leave. But she's never said love. And I called her out on that yesterday. And she didn't know what to say. So basically, we all know her solution. But I think she's just comfortable in the problem. And I think a lot of people get that way. I think a lot of people get so comfortable in the problem that they love and crave that attention, that spotlight, no matter what. Let me reference The Walking Dead again. Oh no, here goes Moon again with The Walking Dead. Oh my God, Moon, really again? Yes. When, oh my God, what is his name now? Morgan. I was about to say Merle. No, that's the wrong guy. When Morgan, there's an episode where he's like wandering around and he runs into this guy, the guy that teaches him how to use that, I guess, that stick as a weapon. I don't even know what you call it. That long stick, and you can do a lot with it. Kill walkers, kill people, when that guy, and I forgot his name, he's like some kind of sensei or something, right? He puts him in a cage, and Morgan's thinking, I'm caught here. You know, I can't get out. This guy's going to keep me here. He's probably going to kill me. I don't know what he's going to do. So Morgan's so quick to be like, just kill me, right? And the guy's like, no, here, you know, here's some food so you can eat. And the guy goes about his business. He's gardening, you know. He's out there practicing his spiritual karate or whatever you call it. I don't even know what kind of thing it is, right? And Morgan discovers that the cage that he's in, the door's unlocked and he can just walk right out. So my point is that Morgan figured out the solution and he got out. Now, it would have been really messed up if Morgan got out, and as soon as he was done going out there and talking to this guy, he went back into the cage and shut the door. Instead, he learned from this guy, he learned how to use a stick as a weapon so he could defend himself and survive. Well, what I see in my cousin and in a lot of people is that they get out of this cage just to go back in and close the door. Because they like people coming up to the cage and being like, are you okay? I'll bring you some food. Are you hungry? I'll bring it to you. Some people are so addicted to being a victim that they become so narcissistic about it. It's got to be one certain way. It can't be advice from a family member or a best friend. It's got to be advice from somebody better than you, more important than you, in order for them to even think that, oh, somebody actually cares about me. Somebody just validated my feelings. Somebody believes me. I could get into some other stuff, not with her in particular, but other things where, you know, I've seen videos where people actually record their arguments with their spouses. I'm pretty sure you've all seen them on TikTok. And it's all for likes, for, what's that word again? Oh yeah, attention. Now, mind you, I understand there's some people that do not have anywhere to go. That's totally different, and I'm not even talking about those people. I'm not talking, those people do need help, and, you know, y'all don't know how that's close to home for me. And I'm just going to leave it right there. There are some people that really don't have anywhere to go, and they have to pretty much live with it. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about these other people that I said are addicted, narcissistic, and toxic all in one. Just something to think about. Well, thank you all for listening. And before I end, there's the moon again. It doesn't look as pretty as earlier. It's still pretty, but it just doesn't look like it did earlier. And again, thank you for listening and stay in faith.